that's what you have to do. You look, when you get in the UFC, this is what I did as well. He did it the right way. Fight as much as possible. Fight as much as possible so you can be in people's faces so they can see that guy just fought. That guy just fought. Oh, I just saw him fight last month. And you fight as much as you can, and you get that momentum behind you, and then you become champion. You're that guy. And then again, you just, that momentum constantly. You're in people's faces. You're getting posted here, and that's how you build a stock up. So I've done that, and he's doing it the right way as well. And I think if he keeps going, bro, I hope he retires never getting defeated by anyone ever again.
Just you.
Hey,
And
look,
the way you did it, too. Oh, my God. That was one of the greatest celebrations of all time.
hey, it just, look, it's the story behind it. No matter what,
Yeah.
it's just the history. Because David even mentioned to me, my brother said, like, you're the only one that can actually stand with that guy. Like, no one's lasted more than 2 rounds or even a round with him. And I thought about it during the breakdown, like, yeah, you're right. And it's because I knew him. I've fought that guy so many times. And regardless of what happened, I lost 3 times and I finally won one. It was just the fact that I knew I could beat him. Every time I fought him, I was just like, I was beating him. And
I
then
thought
he
you
just
won the
catches
first
me.
one.
I felt so too. But then that's, the Chinese
That's the
judges.
kickboxing fight.
They gave it to him. And then the second fight in Brazil under the same company, then he gets me. But again, I was besting him, had him on skates. He was fucking... And then his spirit. You know what Jerry said about the whole juju thing? Like, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
So the last time I fought him in Miami, look, he beats me. And that's why I hate when people say, oh, is he scared? He's scared. It's like, bro, I ain't scared of shit. The guy beat me in the biggest arena on the planet, Madison Square Garden. Same way as the last time he beat me in Brazil in his hometown. I was beating his ass, had him hurt in the end of the first round, all that shit, took him down. And then he gets me in the last round. It's his spirit, his whatever, like, ancestors or his people that are praying for him, because I got prayer warriors as well. My mom and dad be fasting, and they have people like in the spirit praying for me. But like the way he carries himself, something about him, just he knows how to recover well. So I just knew I could get him. And then after that, he knocks me out in the biggest arena in the world, and I'm just like, let's do that shit again, Dana. Because I just knew. I was like, I can get him. And then that camp, I went to a different place. And that was the one I kind of mentioned. I microdosed a little bit, or macrodosed a lot. And like, I always say this, the shower is the most interesting place on the planet, I feel, because you have the element of water running over your body, stripped naked in your bare essentials. You kind of have this, if it's a white shower, like a void white space, I can create a lot in there. I can make a lot of things happen. And yeah, one time after one of my showers, I just wrote this thing on my mirror because I just had this premonition, like, this is where I get it done. Like, there's no way. You could beat me 1 time. You could beat me 2 times. You might beat me 3 times. But I was like, nah, this guy's not going to beat me this time. And I just knew I had to get this done. And the way it happened as well, because first round I think I won, and the second round I was winning, but then that fucking leg kick, bro. You know what it is? You look at his foot. You look at this bit of his foot. It's like a hammer, like the back of a hammer, or a hammer like a ball pen. It is, because that's what he kicks you with as well. So he doesn't have to, he doesn't have to turn the hip over.
Right.
And then when he hits you with that, even because he's bone density, long legs, and he hits you with that, you just feel it like, ooh, that's bad. And it's a different feeling, because I've been kicked by kickboxers all my life, on the thigh, on the calf as well. But when he hits you with that bit, it's just the surface area is so small, but it travels and transfers through your whole calf, and you're like, oh, I can't put weight on this.
It's so interesting, too, how he keeps his body completely square,
Whoa.
and he doesn't even really turn the hips.
Yeah.
And so it's so sneaky.
He doesn't have to, because he's got so much bone density, so much whip from that little. And, yeah, it's dangerous. And I think that's going to be a problem this weekend for Khalil. But I don't know why Chael says he. Did you hear about what Chael said?
Yeah, Chael said he thinks Khalil's going to knock him out.
That's possible, but I just don't think it's possible, but I don't think he's going to get it done, because all it takes is one from either side. But I just think Pereira right now has just got that momentum behind him and the frame, because he's going to just avoid the shots Khalil's throwing, because he just got the long frame. He'll get right out the way. And I don't think Khalil has the reach to mess with him like that, so he might have to get inside, but... yeah, we'll see. This is why paper can't fight paper. They have to get in there and fight. So we'll find out.
It's very interesting because Khalil's so fast, and Khalil's had experience with high-level kickboxers when he knocked out Gokhan Saki. That was a big one.
Yeah.
That was a big one. And that was like early on where everybody was like, oh, shit, Gokhan
just got
Saki's
in.
finally in the UFC. And then, boom, Khalil just takes him out.
Yeah.
Khalil's fast. He hits fucking hard. And he throws like that, the thing that he did with Lionheart, he throws that off-speed shit sometimes. He'll give you a little of this thing, and then he jolts in on you. That off-speed uppercut was nasty.
It's the looks. It's like, I'm here. I'm almost Prince Nassim-esque, but different. Just like looking, bang. But again, he's just violent. Like when he smells blood, he just goes in.
Yeah.
Like I said, he beats you like you owe him money or something.
Yeah.
He's on you. And
he's on you.
Yeah, very violent. But again, I think Khalil, for him to win this fight, he just has to believe in himself. And that sounds real cheesy, but believe in himself. Also, he's a southpaw. I didn't think about that.
Right.
I actually forgot about that till David mentioned it before. But he's a southpaw, so. But I'm sure Alex and his team know how to deal with it. But I understand how Alex deals with southpaws as well, because I can fight him both ways, and I know when you give him that front leg and he knows it can get it, he gets more confident. But if you're a southpaw, he finds other ways to keep you at bay till he can get that leg. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see, like, right away how Khalil deals with the distance and how Alex deals with the speed. Because the thing is, like, Alex can be hit, and Bruno Silva tagged him a few times. You took him out. I think the 85 thing was I think the drain for him to make 85 was insanity. I think it was insane. He's so fucking big.
He still can.
Yeah.
But look, it only works until you get knocked out, and it's like, all right, bet, let's go to 205. And I said, look, all these 185ers should thank me, man. Honestly, I thank me, because a lot of the top guys didn't have to fight him. He fought. Okay, who did he fight?
Strickland.
That was one of the only top guys he fought. Beat him, and then I think he got a shot at me next, pretty much. But yeah. Fucking Rob, Drickers, all them, because it's not about just fighting him. Getting ready to fight him is a different thing. But I had to do it fucking 4 times, so I understand. I have a different
What's different about getting ready to fight him?
For me, getting ready to fight him, you just know you're going to be in for a war. You know it's not going to be an easy fight. Same for him. He knows when he has to fight me, it's like, fuck, it's not an easy fight, because he knows what I can do to him. But for me as well, I was just like, fuck. Okay, let's go again. And again, it's not like, because I feel that way with certain people. But with him, it's just a different feeling, I guess, because he beat me. That's another thing. And I was like, man, I got to fucking face this demon again. All right, bet, let's face my demons. And then I get myself up to fight him. But it's just getting ready to fight him. It's just the hurdle. I think maybe just because of the history. That's why for me I felt that way, because of the history. Because to fight someone who's beaten you multiple times, it's like, and you know you can beat them. In your heart, you just know. But again, that's the beauty of the story.
Right, you had come so close a couple of times.
Every time. So,
and then even in the first fight in the UFC, so close at the end of that first round. Like, you had him. If there was 30 seconds left in the fight,
10.
or in the round,
10 seconds left. But again, that's the beauty of the story, because then he waited till the 5th round, or got to the 5th round. He's just like, did his fucking juju whatever thing, and then fucking, he just had this energy, and he came at me, and then my leg was compromised from the leg kick because the perineal nerve or whatever, and I couldn't do anything. So, yeah. But look, I love that story for myself, and I'm happy. And people still go, oh, when you're the 3rd one. I'm like, look, I do it again. I fucking knock him out. Oh, no, okay, now it's 3-2. We got the best out of 7.
Right.
I'm not fighting for anyone else. I only have so much left in this game. I'm not going to spend this game fighting
one guy
exactly
over and over and over again.
I don't know how long left, but I just know I'm definitely on the other side of my career. So I want to get these fights out the way. And now I'm not champ anymore in the UFC. So I'm in this situation where, what do I do? I know I want to fight, though, because I took 11 months off and I let my body heal and all of that, and I felt great. So now I want to get back to being active. Not as active as I was in the beginning, maybe, but I want to be active, and I still feel great from the last camp. Did some testing about 3 weeks ago, found out where we were at. I was about where I was before this last fight, 4 weeks out. So it's like, okay, cool. We're still good. Let's build off that. So, yeah, I want to fight again.
How much of an effect did taking 11 months off have?
I think it was more good than bad. I know some people say ring rust or this and that, and I'm like, nah. I felt good in there. And it was only when I watched the fight back, I saw a couple of mistakes I made, even on the feet, where I was like, ooh, don't do that again. Just with my feet work, my exits. Even David said, you had sloppy exits. I was like, yeah, my bad. But, yeah, that, and then the moment at the end when I slipped and I just a lapse in judgment when I was just letting him know it was me tripping. Those kind of moments, maybe if I was as active, it wouldn't have happened, but who knows? We'll never know. But I am happy with how I performed. I was happy with the shape I came in. I came in really good shape. And what's his name? Bill, this guy, he did the numbers for me. He said, this is the most active I've been in any fight by far in my UFC career. He crunched the numbers up and said, my strike per minute rate or whatever. All you nerds figure it out. You can do your own. But yeah, Bill Smart, he's this guy who helps me now with my strength. He did the numbers and said this is the most active you were. So we can do some things different. Put a little bit more gas in the tank, things like that, and then just stay active like that. It was good. And I had fun in there. I had fun just exchanging. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about that, like the gas in the tank thing, because there's a philosophy that Marv Marinovich and Nick Kurson, some of these guys have.
BJ Penn's coaches?
Yeah. So what they wanted BJ to do when BJ was in his prime, essentially the camp was entirely based around strength and conditioning. So it was all conditioning to give you this insane gas tank. Their philosophy is, you know how to fight. You've been fighting your whole life. You're not going to get better at fighting in 6 weeks. But what you can get is insane cardio if you only concentrate on that. And their thought process is that is the most important thing. That is the thing that fails you the most in fights. That's the thing that keeps you from hitting the gas, keeps you from doing the things you want to do, keeps you from being able to scramble out of positions.
Keeps you.
But if you can, instead of all this fight-specific training, like put that aside and just give yourself the most fucking insane gas tank humanly possible and then fight. And then the margins, the times when you're going to need it. Like your skill level is already elite world championship skill level. It's not going to deteriorate because your cardio gets better in 6 to 8 weeks. But what you can do is give yourself this insane base of cardio. So in those moments when you need to hit the gas, you can.
Yeah.
And that's what they did for BJ when BJ was at his best.
Yeah, I think the best I saw BJ from watching him, especially live, he was training with them. UFC 107, I think Diego Sanchez, he looked like a demon in that fight.
Exactly.
Demon.
Unbelievable gas tank and insane confidence.
Even in shape, like he was fucking abs, all that.
Yep.
I agree, definitely. You can always sharpen the tools, keep it sharp. But again, for when you're in a camp, it's just about getting fit. And yeah, there's some things we can tweak so that way we can keep that output. Because when you get fatigued is when you lose your lapse in judgment. Your reflexes as well. Things like that just start to like go down.
Were you feeling fatigued in the last round with Trickus?
I don't think so. There was one point in the third round where me and him, we really put it on, and we kind of had this like low key agreement, like, okay, you're fucked, I'm fucked. Let's chill for a little bit. And then I think round 4 I came out like, cool, bam, 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 and I did that sprawl on him. But again, he's so stubborn because I sprawled on him. Like he shot, I sprawled, and my hips hit the back of his head into the mat. It might have rocked him, I don't know. And then, what's his name? Mark Goddard's like, get up. And he's on one knee. And then when he was like, get up. And he finally decided to get up slowly. And I tried to attack him. He just threw. But not to try and hit me. He just threw just to stop my momentum, stop me from coming at him. And yeah, he's a guy that just strong will. Like, yeah, I can respect that.
Physically strong too.
Yeah, not as strong as I thought he would be, probably because I felt strong as well.